welcome back to my page. I am the Reflective Perspective Oracle. Today we're going to do a pick a card reading surrounding are you on the right path, okay? I pulled a card from the deck. Spirit said let's use go to the conference. It talks about you know what you got to do, so go do it. And it also says that the course of action in question, that you're being asked to pursue that. So let's go a little bit deeper. I've got 3 piles to choose from. Pile 1, this piece of Apatite. Pile 2, Charoite. And pile 3, Chrysoprase. So intuitively choose your pile, whatever you're drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one, that's cool. Timestamps are then in the description box. So let's get started with pile number 1. So if you chose pile number 1, this piece of blue Apatite, let's see, are you on the right path? So pile 1, are you on the right path? So yes, first and foremost, you are on the right path. As I said, you're always on the right path. So I want to say this because we've got unconditional love, and unconditional love talks about no matter where you are, especially in this reading, no matter where you are and what you're doing, you're always on the right path. It talks about unconditionally loving where you've been, all the versions of yourself that you've been, all the decisions that you've already made. Unconditionally loving it means knowing that you had to go through all those levels of different people that you were or have been in the past, and just loving that and knowing that you had to be those people or those versions of yourself in order to get you to where you are now. And so in order to release the judgment surrounding that, you need to really appreciate who you've been and what you've gone through in order to get you to where you are now. Now, Spirit's saying, you know, this card, portion control, half for me, half for you, talks about you may have been overindulging in something. You know, if you're doing it from a place of joy and balance in the way of like, I'm just partying to have fun, cool. But if you haven't been, which I feel like you haven't been, so I feel like you might have been overindulging in something as of late to help you ease the pain surrounding judging yourself for not taking the course of action that you've been, you know, pondering in your mind. You've been kind of putting it off a little bit. So you've been maybe overindulging in something, and this could be anything. It could be unhealthy things. It could be positive things. But you've been overindulging in something to kind of, you know, curb the emotions or to band-aid the emotions of like the judgment that you've been casting on yourself for not, you know, fully pursuing the course of action or doing what it is that you need, you know you need to do, right? But you're also being asked to not worry about it and that it'll sort itself out. So as long as you can come from a place of, look, I'm not going to judge myself about this anymore. I'm not going to overindulge in things anymore to band-aid my emotions surrounding this. And I'm just going to look at it from a place of unconditional love. I'm going to really just embrace all the versions of myself that I've been and everything I've gone through in order to understand that it was all an opportunity to get me to where I needed to be now in order to make the decision to take this path, right? Whatever this path is for you. I also pulled a angel answer card from the Doreen Virtue Oracle cards, angel answers, and you got choose a new direction. So I don't think that for me personally, it's coming through not to choose a new direction. You already know the direction you want to go in. Or maybe you were, you know, choosing an alternate direction and then judging yourself for it. And like I said, overindulging in things to kind of, you know, band-aid the emotion, ignore how you are feeling. But I feel as though this choose a new direction is talking about choose a new direction in how you look at it. Choose a new direction in releasing this judgment. You know, looking at it from a place of, all right, I love where I've been. I love who I am. I love all the versions of me that have gotten me to this place. I'm not going to hold the baggage surrounding that anymore. I'm going to let go. I'm going to actually feel the emotions instead of trying to band-aid them. I'm going to do it from a place of non-judgment, and I'm just not going to worry about it anymore. And I'm going to therefore get to a place where I feel confident enough to pursue the course of action in question. I know what I've got to do, so I'm going to go do it instead of, you know, trying to judge myself and stifle these emotions. I'm not going to worry about that anymore. I'm going to look at it from a place of love, really focused on honoring the self and all the versions of the self that you've been in order to get you to where you are now. All the emotions surrounding that, just love it. Love that part of yourself. And then from there, you can choose the new direction and go towards the path in question that's in your mind, whichever it is that you've been wanting to pursue, okay? Because you know what you've got to do, so go do it. So I hope that resonated for you, pile number 1. If you chose pile number 2, this piece of Charoite, let's see if you're on the right path. Pile number 2. I feel as though you're questioning a path with a certain person, place, or situation. I feel it's more of a person, some sort of relationship. That could be anything, apply to your life, could be family, friend, romantic, doesn't matter, even a boss, that kind of thing. And you're feeling as though that you're on a different level of perception than this person, place, or situation, but more like I said, a person. And I think you're doubting that. You're doubting the connection. You're doubting is if you can even, remain in this relationship with this person. One day you feel like you can, the next day you kind of question it. But the advice here for you, pile 2, is that, asking for a friend talks about you being able to discuss something, but kind of from a place of, a little bit of shame, kind of like, you're able to voice your opinion, but you're fearful of the answer, okay? You don't know how they're going to react. But the thing is that, we've got don't put the boots on them, and that talks about releasing attachment to the outcome, okay? So this is basically saying, like, pile 2, that you are fearing pursuing the course of action in question because you're worried about how this is going to turn out between you and this person, right? Like, you've got some doubt about it. And that's the thing, is that you don't necessarily need to be on the same level of perception as somebody in order to remain in a relationship with them. I mean, we think about unity consciousness, and it's talking about, not necessarily agreeing with someone fully and wholeheartedly. Like, you can believe 2 separate things, but still respect each other and still love each other while you're in it, right? I think you're also being asked to release some fear and doubt surrounding this because, the course of action is to just pursue this without worrying about the outcome, right? And it also talks about this, go to the conference, talks about, what you've got to do, so go do it, which is speak your truth. Don't worry about, there are no stupid questions. There are no invalid emotions. This is all legitimate. So are you on the right path? Yes. Do you need to speak your truth more to this person in order to come out of this doubt and confusion surrounding whether or not that this should play out with this person? Yes. Do you need to release control of how it's going to turn out? Yes. I've also pulled an angel answer card for you, pile number 2 by Doreen Virtue, and you got yes, okay? So I feel like if the question is, should I pursue this person or this relationship with this person, I think it is a yes, but you need to be able to speak your truth and not hold any fear surrounding how it's going to turn out with them, right? Because just because you're not on the same level of perception as this person doesn't mean you can't have a relationship with them, right? I feel like you're still being asked to pursue the course of action in question because it's helping you to speak your truth more and to grow this bond so that you quite possibly could get to the same level of perception as this person. And that doesn't mean you're going to agree on the same things. It just means that you're going to get to the same level of respect with them, right? And to stop doubting that, because it can leave you very much in a just a mind fuck, I guess. Back and forth, always doubting yourself, right? So, are you on the right path? Yes, you are. You need to speak your truth about this. You need to relinquish the control surrounding how it's going to play out. And I think that you'll find that you and this person, place, or situation can be more on the same level of perception as long as you speak your truth and let go of how it's going to turn out, okay? So, again, yes. All right? So, I hope that resonated for you, pile number 2. And finally, if you chose pile number 3, this piece of Chrysoprase, let's see if you're on the right path. Okay, so pile 3. You have found yourself in a what in the actual moment here. This is confusing, frustrating, something dramatic has possibly occurred, or it feels dramatic to you. It is what it is, right? It is what the card says. It's what the actual, right? You feel really what am I doing? Where am I going? What is this? How have I found myself here? And I think that the answer to that question is, is that you've been kind of deceiving yourself about something. And I think it's about the course of action in question. You've been deceiving yourself, like, oh, I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I can do that. I know what it is I've got to do, but I don't think I can do it. That kind of thing. Okay. But here's the greatest news of all. Hair straight back. It talks about full steam ahead, going at something from a place of joy and balance, like full on. I love this. It's my passion. I'm going to do it. It brings my heart joy. And I think that this for you could be anything. I'm feeling like it could be more so a career or like something to study, that kind of thing for you, pile 3. A new pursuit, maybe something artistic, creative endeavor. But again, apply to your life, however this plays out for you. And then we've got That's What's Up. So it's literally saying, like, that is a huge confirmation card in our deck that says, like, hey, that is what's up. Like, stop deceiving yourself, my love. It's causing you to feel this what the fuck, right? Like, you got to go hair straight back on the things that you love. And you've got to pursue the course of action in question, full steam ahead, right? So I pulled some angel answers from Doreen Virtue just to help confirm with this. And you got within the next few months, okay? And you've got let go, okay? So I feel as though, especially with let go, you're being asked to surrender into this. Like, sometimes when you find yourself in a certain situation and you want to get out of it, the best way out is to just surrender into it, okay? So I'm here and this sucks and I feel it. And allow yourself to feel it, because the more we try to push things down and away, they just keep resurfacing later, okay? So you're being asked to let go and just kind of allow yourself to be in this energy, okay? And then that way you're not deceiving yourself about it anymore. You're not like trying to play a game with yourself, like, oh, this isn't happening, blah, blah, blah. No, you're letting go. You're letting yourself surrender into these feelings, okay? And the more you do so, the more that energy is going to perpetuate into softening and then releasing, right? And then we've got within the next few months. So I feel as though for you, pile 3, you're going to receive, if you allow yourself to sit in this energy and to just feel it rather than pushing it down and away, I feel like this energy is going to shift. See, I'm being drawn to this golden path here and the golden path of this card. So for you, you're going to release these feelings of what in the actual, because you've sat in them and you've felt it, you've allowed yourself to feel it, let it come up and out, let that feeling just go. Stop deceiving yourself about how much it's bothering you, right? And then from that place, once we've healed and we've let go and we've allowed ourselves to feel like shit or whatever, like we can then better come from a place of knowing what it is we want. And what it is we want is something that brings our heart joy, it brings us passion, and then we're better able to pursue that course of action, hair straight back, like full steam ahead, right? And I feel like this energy is going to shake up and shift for you within the next few months, and you're going to see, this beautiful golden path light up right in front of you if you just allow yourself to feel, okay? Stop deceiving yourself, dear one, because it whatever it is that you've been choosing, it's got you confused, and what your heart wants is to do what it wants and to feel the joy and passion of what it is that lights you up, right? That path that lights you up to where it is you want to go. So are you on the right path? Yes. Do you need to allow yourself to feel? Yes. And then once you do, will you be even more on your path? One that's more in alignment for you? Yes. So I hope that resonated for you, pile number 3. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you are interested in our deck, please feel free to send me a message. I'd be more than happy to help you with that. If you're interested in a private reading, also send me a DM. I'm here for that as well. Thank you guys so much for coming back. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.